Thank you for coming back to my channel for your stimulus check and stimulus package update. Please subscribe to my channel. Please leave your thumbs up and please leave your comments. First of all, thank you so much. My glasses are crooked. For all the support that you give me on this channel, I really do appreciate you for that. We're going to get into that in just a second. But let's just hope and pray over this next week. Big announcements that's coming out. Let's just hope and pray that they are good announcements. Right now, it's not looking like it will be, but we can only hope and pray. We got to give it to God, and maybe my glasses are messing up today. I'm sorry, y'all. Okay, there was big developments over the weekend. I'm going to get into those, and I'm not going to worry about my glasses no more. What happened over the weekend? Y'all, the $3.5 trillion bill passed on Saturday morning in the House Budget Committee. They voted and they passed it. But now it has to go on over to the House and get them to vote on it. The bill did pass the House Budget Committee. The vote was 20-7. Right now, that means almost nothing. But it is one step closer, so that's a good thing. It still has to be passed in the House. So before anybody gets excited about this, just remember we still have Joe Manchin and we still have Kyrsten Sinema. They say that they will vote, and if just one person votes no, this whole thing is as worthless as all of that paper that they're printing and calling money. I know on Saturday it was a couple of other YouTubers, I won't call their names, they was making video after video hyping this whole thing that it has passed. Y'all, it's only passed the House Budget Committee. That's all. And that means almost nothing. That's just a vote saying, okay, yeah, we agree, we're going to do this, we're going to spend this money. That's all that vote is. And they do agree that they're going to do this, with the caveat that Manchin and Sinema will let them do this. Y'all, on this vote, I'm sorry to bring you the bad news after you're being hyped up all weekend that it did pass and it's done and all that kind of stuff. But it's just hype. That was just the budget, the House Budget Committee that passed. It still has to go to the House. Well, it's at the House now. Now Nancy Pelosi has to bring it to the floor and get it voted on. But we could only be hours away from knowing the truth. Will it pass the House or not? Nancy Pelosi has promised they will vote today. Let's see if she keeps her promise this time. Late last night I heard her kind of backtracking where she said that this week it will pass. Well, she's always said it would be voted on and passed today. Now she's backtracking and saying sometime this week. She's also backtracking on the top line figure. They've been fighting for 3.5 all this time. Now she's backtracking on that and saying, no, it will not be that high. It will be. Y'all, I am thinking even if they do vote today, it will not pass. Because we still have Manchin and Sinema voting no. Y'all, right now, they really have not had time. Since it passed the Budget Committee, they hadn't had to really negotiate on this bill and start adding into things that the American people needs. Like a stimulus check, like Biden promised, a raise to Social Security, SSI and SSDI and VA, like Biden promised. So, do we really want them to do this today? I mean, or do we want to give them a few days to negotiate and maybe add these things? Right now, this bill is supposed to be for the American people, but it does very little for the American people. It's more of a pet project bill than anything else. The Democrats say that they are in control of this bill. And to be fair with them, yes, they are in control of this bill. In fact, they're in control of the House. They're in control of the Senate. They're in control of the White House. And if the Democrats don't show the American people that they care enough to give the things that they was promised, the Democrats will be losing the House, the Senate, and the White House. And they will also be kissing their career good. I believe they know this, so I believe this is going to turn out to be good in the end. But but when will the end get here? Y'all, before I go any further, I want to say again, thank you so much for all the support that you give me. I really do appreciate you. And I try my very best to bring you the truth without the hype. So please keep coming back. Big things will be happening this week. So please stay tuned. Y'all, even if shutdowns happen, and they could happen come Friday, the government could shut down. We've had shutdowns before, and we made it through them just fine. The shutdown would only be for a day or two. They never last long before they realize, oh, we got to get this thing going before a lot of people loses their paycheck. We lose votes. So they will get the government back up and running if it does shut down. But really, I don't believe it will. I think in the 11th or 12th hour, they're going to come up with a way to keep it running. Y'all, if you want the truth on YouTube without all the hype, without all the 4 or 5 videos a day, here is my recommendation. Brian, his channel is the Clearview Tax. He's very good. He makes 1 video a day. David, the TEC show. That man is awesome. He makes 1 to 2 videos a day. Stephen Gardner, awesome. Most of the time he makes 1 video a day. If he makes 2, you better watch him. These 3 men does a very good job at bringing you the truth without the hype. Oh yeah, and I forgot to tell you, my channel also. I want you to watch my channel, but if you want to watch other people's channels too, these 3 men are the only 3 that I recommend. These are the only 3 that I trust for information. Nobody else at all. I know I'm going to get comments, well, what about this YouTuber? What about that YouTuber? I'm going to answer that right now before you even ask. No, I don't trust him. These are the only 3 that I trust at all. It's up to you who you trust, but you owe it to yourself to check those 3 out. Okay, one last note here. The biggest thing that I worry about right now with this midterm and the 2024 is these corrupt politicians has been in office now long enough to really mess up our voting system so they can stay in office. So we can't vote them out. That's the thing that really worries me right now. Are we going to be able to vote them out? Even if we try, will we be able to get them out of office? Only time will tell if they have rigged in their favor. And we'll know in the midterms and in the 2024 votes. Y'all, on the 4th stimulus check, I'm still 125%. I feel it in my gut. We will get it. It's going to be to a very, very targeted group of people, the very low income, Social Security, SSI, SSDI, and VA, them type of people. Because everybody, all these other groups of people, they've already gotten help. These people on Social Security, SSI, SSDI, it seems like they're the forgotten ones. But I can promise y'all one thing. I will never forget you. I will always fight. Raise for Social Security. Like Joe Biden promised. He promised 200. I believe it should be no less than 200. But will it be 200? I very well doubt it. But these people deserve this raise. They was promised. All these other groups, they're getting monthly checks. Why can't these people get a monthly raise? Y'all, we just have to give it to God. Let him handle it. If we back off and give it to God and let him handle it, give it to him, he will handle it. And he will handle it in our favor. I have 100% faith in that. Y'all, again, it's going to be a very big week here, so please stay tuned. Big things are going to happen. I just hope they're big good things and not big bad things. But we'll learn that together. Y'all, I love you all. Keep your faith in Jesus Christ. He will get us through this. Say a prayer for our world. Say a prayer for our country. Say a prayer for our leaders. Whether you like them or not, we know they're not leading, but they need your prayers to do the right